Studios alongside Jim Mora and Emmanuel Acho. I'm Kevin Connors. Roy made a great point at the end of the broadcast. The 55-0 win, impressive. What those Georgia fans did inside Sanford Stadium was incredible today. The pink out, the wear pink for Wendy in support of Blake Anderson, the Arkansas State head coach. It's a remarkable story, and they really performed at a high level today, Coach.
You know, sports has a way of bringing us together. Despite our differences and our allegiance to certain teams, people have empathy, and they come together and they bond in a special way around sports. And I had a similar situation 6 years ago with a young man named Nick Pasquale, who was a walk-on for us, and he had gotten killed on one of our bye weeks, hit by a car, and it was terrible. And we had to go to Nebraska the next week. Big underdogs, and we walked out on the field, and the Nebraska students had blue and yellow balloons that they let go. The Nebraska players had Nick's number 36 on the back of their helmet. They cheered for us. They held up signs. It was an amazing experience and something that you'd never expect, but I think that it's because of sports and because people understand the human aspect of it that you see things like this. And, you know, reading a story on ESPN.com the other day about Blake Anderson and his choices in life and the way that his wife brought him back to perspective when you can sometimes lose it in coaching, it made a real impact on me, and I'd encourage people to read it. It was very touching. As a matter of fact, I had to kind of gather myself a couple times when I was reading the article and think about what my career was like with my family. So just a great story, and, you know, our prayers are for him and his kids.
It's a wonderful read. It's not an easy read.
No.
The story's not an easy one either. And again, kudos to the Georgia fans inside Sanford Stadium today for supporting Blake Anderson. As for the game itself, Acho, 55-0. This Georgia team, certainly for real through the first couple weeks. Is this a team that's capable of running the table and making it to the playoff?
I think they are. You know, the third time's a charm. Jake Fromm, his freshman year, he came in and dazzled us all. Then the sophomore year, they got even closer. Well, now, again, junior year, it's time for them to take the next step. You see, their schedule is daunting. But behind Fromm, behind DeAndre Swift, and as those young receivers continue to grow and develop, this Georgia team is one of the top 3 or 4 in the nation.
Well, they've got talent all over the place on offense. They've speed, they're big, they're physical. And as you said, the way Fromm's playing is so impressive. They've got to get by Notre Dame, obviously. But I love the way they play defense, you know, and Kirby's a defensive guy, and they play defense the right way. They're sound, they're physical, they're disciplined, they tackle well, they run, they swarm the football. And this could be the year that they break into that top 4 and challenge for a national championship.
I'm just kind of wondering how we might view a one-loss Georgia team, given all the potential potholes on the schedule. Notre Dame next week, November 16th at Jordan-Hare. It's a tough schedule. It's a tough run. This tough football team, Georgia, 55-0 today, 650 yards of total offense. Meantime, Georgia Tech